Hey everyone, I'm Megan and this is my friend Kostas.
Hey guys.
And today we're going to be doing a video on girls versus guys perspectives on certain scenarios and situations, just on relationships or crushes or just kind of everyday situations that we face as girls and guys. And we're just going to be hacking each other's brains.
Absolutely. So we're going to get right into that.
We're going to get right into that. So let's get on into the video. That was all one word. Let's get on into the video. Came out in one word, but that's okay. Let's go.
Going into the video. Oh,
this way. So as a guy, what would be a deal breaker for you?
I would say a deal breaker for me, well, one of them is if the girl I like, my friends don't approve of or my family doesn't like.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think like my friends and family's opinion definitely really like matters to me.
Because they know you.
Exactly.
And if somebody doesn't match up to that, then
yeah. And sometimes like you might just be physically attracted to them, and if they see something that they're not like a great
blinded
person,
by beauty.
Exactly. So I definitely take my friends and family's opinion into like account when it comes to a girl, and if they don't like it, it's a deal breaker.
And I think that when you're looking for somebody or you're interested in somebody, in the back of my head at least, like in girls' brains, they think about, will my family like them? Will my friends like them?
Absolutely.
You know? So it's kind of hand in hand.
My number one thing is like, oh, would my mom approve? Like, can I bring this girl home? So
for sure.
Yeah. Another thing I would say that's a deal breaker or something that I just like look for in a person is if like the way they present themselves, and that doesn't necessarily just have to be physical, but if they just hold themselves with confidence and are just, they feel comfortable in their own skin, that's definitely very important. Yeah,
that's what I was saying for sure, is if you walk into a room and you can hold the room, or like you can hold a conversation, you're very like eloquently spoken.
Absolutely.
I think that's super important.
Yeah. So
the funny thing.
They also shouldn't smell bad.
Yeah, Kostas has this thing where girls smell bad. I don't see a problem with smell. I'm totally kidding, that's so gross. Like, you have to shower, wash your face.
Personally, it's two like specific things, but like if a girl doesn't have nice nails or nice teeth, it's kind of a deal breaker for me, because
that is so funny.
They just like, to me it symbolizes.
But are like bad nails like chipped polish? Or like gross?
No, like gross, like dirty.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, I don't know many girls with dirty nails.
I know, but I'm saying like, it would be a deal breaker.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's kind of gross too. I agree. I think that, if they just take care of themselves.
Absolutely.
You know, and they groom themselves. Like for guys, they have to be groomed, groomed.
Absolutely.
When you present yourself well, then it shows that you took a lot of time and like made the effort to do so. Like you care about the other person enough to do so. Like if you're going out to a nice restaurant on a date, like dress up a little bit more, like wear a dress shirt or something. Yeah. Like, disclaimer, Kostas forgot to put the mic on, so we've already filmed this once and we were a lot funnier last time. Now we're just tired. I'm so tired. Go to the next scenario. We so funny. I'm gonna step up my funny. Oh, that was the other thing. Yeah. When somebody is not funny, like they cannot thoroughly make me laugh, nix it. Yeah, and like for me, cause like obviously I'm super funny, so I'm gonna be making the girl laugh a lot, but like a girl that can, she's not like a stand-up comic. But she'll laugh at my jokes, like she can take a joke, and then she tells me that I'm really funny. Yeah, all the time, cause you're so funny. I need reassurance. We're not funny anymore, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm sorry. It's cool. Okay, so for our first scenario, what would you do if you go on a date and it goes great, like you guys both agreed to go on a date and then you both had a great time, and that's not mistaken, and you go home and there's no text, and then you go the whole next day and there's no text? Like, what do you do? Like, who texts first and how long should it take to text? So personally, I always think the guy should text first, just because I think that's the courteous thing to do, especially if like the guy's asking the girl out on the date. You should text and be like, again with the reassurance, like, oh, I had a great time tonight, we should do this again, and then set up a second date. And ladies, if the guy doesn't text back like the next day, don't worry, because he might be busy or something. And also, he also might like not want to be too straightforward and be like, oh, I don't want to be like texting her 2 days in a row, or like see her 2 days in a row. See, that literally answers so many questions and clears up so many like concerns that girls have, because that is something that I would worry about. Like if a guy didn't text me, what went wrong? But now since I know that he just
Because
might
girls
be kind of
overanalyze everything.
They overanalyze everything. Also, I think it's okay for a girl to text first if the guy took her on a date and it went well and she just wants to thank him for a great date. Because I think it's important to be courteous and have manners, you know?
And I wouldn't have any problem with a girl texting me first.
What do you do if there's somebody that likes you and you don't like them back?
I would kind of just like ignore them, and I think a lot of guys do this, just because it's kind of like less personal, and then they won't be like, oh my god, well why doesn't he like me? Like if you just stop talking to her, kind of just like makes it easier.
Okay, so since you haven't created a relationship with her, she doesn't really like deserve a response.
Not that she doesn't deserve it, I just think as a guy we think it would
She's
be
like not there.
It would just be like less, not like less painful for the girl, but like she won't like start over analyzing everything. If you just start,
if you're like, hey, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Like, why doesn't?
If you just like ignore her, she'll just be like, oh my god, he's such a dick. He didn't text me back, and then she'll be over it.
That's actually kind of sweet. In some weird way, it's sweet because
right?
you don't want her to overanalyze.
I'm just thinking about the girl.
Why doesn't he like me?
Exactly.
It's more just like he's
a dick.
mean.
Yeah.
Thing. I would probably just straight up tell them, because if they told me like, or if they want to take me on a date, I probably would explore the option just because like you never really know.
Yeah.
But if I knew for a fact I didn't like them, then I would just tell them straight up. But like by straight up, I probably mean over text because it's a lot easier than in person, and I'm just being honest. Or I would just be like, I'd play the whole, I'm just not looking for anything right now.
Yeah. And then they see you with like a boyfriend
woman.
next week. And
yeah. So for a first date, what like are your thoughts on a first date? Like what would you want to do, or do you need advice on a first date?
Yeah, I want to hear your advice.
I think that creativity is key.
Okay.
And like probably like a Tumblr date, like the things you see on Tumblr are ideal. But I wouldn't say a movie because you can't talk. That's obvious.
I think that's a big thing for me is I need to know if I can like keep a conversation with this girl and if like we bounce off each other well. Totally. So I need to do something where like I can have conversation with the girl and it's like not like a movie, because
but I like the kind of dates that are just like thoughtful, like you put thought into it.
Yeah.
And it could be something as little as like froyo in the sunset, or like,
which is easy to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like also sweet. I had a question.
Yeah.
What if a guy took you to like a sporting event or something like that? Because it's like you guys have something to talk about as far as like something that he likes with like sports.
Yeah, like if he plays the sport and he takes you to that type of game, so like let's say like baseball.
Yeah.
And you take her to a baseball game, that's a really fun and cute and thoughtful first date because she can learn a little bit more about you.
Exactly.
You guys can still talk.
And there's like downtime to like actually talk.
Like hang out, yeah, exactly. Right, cool. And you guys can be like cool around each other, because I know that's one thing I think about. Like I love being like fancy and doing like fun and fancy things, but what's so important for me is if the guy knows that I can be laid back and like down to earth, you know? So taking me on a date like that is really cool.
Or what about like going on like a hike with the girl? Would that be a good first date, or would that be more so like...
You would have to know, like maybe check her Instagram and see if she does hikes often, because I could hike to the Hollywood sign like every single day of my life because I like hiking. But some girls hate it.
Yeah.
And they don't want you to see them like sweaty or like out of breath, or like if they're not like 100% in shape or physically fit, you know what I mean?
Also, what about like, goes back to being creative, like doing like, not like stalkers, but like doing a little bit of research on the girl and seeing like what she likes. Would that
Or like if you know her friends, be like, hey, like what is she into?
Okay.
Because I think that would be thoughtful. Or if you guys are like texting and she's like let you know a few things.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. Like if she says something like, oh, I really like art, and then you take her to the museum or something.
So take into account what she likes.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the two perspectives on certain situations and subjects.
Hope we were able to give some like good advice.
Yeah, first we really weren't good at the advice thing.
But like we figured it out.
We totally figured it out. Yeah, leave us more questions or tweet us. I'll have both of our links down in the bottom bar. If you guys have more questions, because we will generally be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm down to answer more questions too.
Yeah,
so
it'll be fun.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and go to Kostas' channel, because we just filmed a funny video on there as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.